Operations and maintenance is basically keeping the facilities alive. Normally, people that fall into this industry, they are often at times supporting someone who is responsible for the operations and maintenance of a facility. And what does that mean? And those answers are found in the ProFM Body of Knowledge. It's extremely important to know operations and maintenance and facility management because you need to understand the life cycle of your facility, from preventive maintenance to predictive maintenance to corrective maintenance, just to keep your facility operational. If you just leave your facilities alone and just let it be, not only is it costly, but you always will need to replace units, replace floors, tiles, replace so many aspects to it. You want to keep the facility alive, and through operations and maintenance, those are the two basic components of keeping everything running. So the topics that are included in the operations and maintenance body of knowledge are the technical services, to customer services, to work management, utility management, and space planning. And not only does it touch on industry best practices and also includes vocabulary that we use every day, it also includes detailed illustrations for someone who is just falling into this industry. It's a great tool to use and understand how basic components work. You do need to know the basics of the technical services. How does an HVAC run? How does a crack unit run? How does a chiller run? Most of the time, you're going to be the one who's responsible for maintaining this unit, and you might as well know what's happening. Also, you're going to be relying most of the time to third-party vendors, and you would like to also be part of the conversation when parts are failing or if you get an invoice and it's overcharged. It's important to consider the occupant services because most of the people that are in your facility, they're spending more time in that facility rather than spending time with their family. And so you want to be providing them with customer service. Not only customer services, but also understand that they have to be comfortable, that there are laws. So you want to make sure that the temperature is up to code, that everything is up to fire code, everything is comfortable for that person to continue working. You don't want them to stop working. That's the end goal. Work management is also very important for a facility manager because most of the time your team will consist of in-house personnel and also vendors, service contractors, and just third parties. You need to understand that there are different regulations, different rules, different contracts that you need to review. Not just, okay, I'm going to give you something to do. Now please do it. There's more to that as well. Utility management means, and as a facility manager, it means using the resources to keep your facilities alive. If you need a chiller, if you need to support a chiller, you need to know where that water is coming from. You need to know how much water is coming into your chiller. Then also you need to know how much money you're spending to run that chiller as well. If you have a lab, for example, in your facility, you need to know how much energy you're consuming to run that lab. It also means that how do you consume that energy efficiently as well. What you need to know about space management in facilities is how to play Tetris with people. You want to put X amount of people in a space, but you also need to think about codes and think about regulations, building regulations, and also their comfort as well. And you might need to think about their ergonomic needs or even their basic needs as well. Now that we have talked about operations and maintenance, the body of knowledge, I encourage everyone who's watching this video to not just sign up for the ProFM, but also to just continue learning. You have numerous articles, facility management articles online, you have podcasts, you have numerous resources at your disposal.